Aloha NBC family. This is our third installment of our midweek update and hopefully a little bit of word of encouragement. And I want to tell you, if you've just been watching the main news channels or looking at stuff online and just looking at the main networks, you're going to be pretty discouraged. But there's some very encouraging things going on out there right now. And some of them are pretty exciting. And let me just share a couple of things with you. This past Monday on MSNBC, not exactly friendly to most conservative Christians, Craig Melvin, host of one of the shows on MSNBC, had on his show Pastor T.D. Jakes. And during that show, he asked Pastor Jakes to take time to pray right there on live television for our country, which he did. He took that opportunity and prayed. Pretty amazing. On the Drudge Report, the headlines just the other day, America is turning to prayer. And in that article, it gave some stats on how many people during have said because of coronavirus, they've started praying. In fact, 55% of the people said they are praying on a regular basis concerning this virus. And then in the Wall Street Journal op-ed page just the other day, another headline, a coronavirus awakening. And that article goes on to talk about how perhaps what's happening in our country right now is we're being set up for another great spiritual awakening because of what we're going through. Very interesting. These are all secular publications and online services, and yet they're seeing some amazing things take place. I want to encourage you, there's all kinds of great passages of scripture that we can be reading right now, but one of the really interesting ones that have spoken to me again is in 2 Chronicles chapter 20. And this is where Jehoshaphat, the king of the southern kingdom of Israel, Judah, is being confronted by three major armies, and he's terrified, and he calls the people of Judah to pray and fast. And in that prayer, he just pours out his heart to God. And we don't have the time to go over it in this little broadcast, but I want to encourage you, go back and read this chapter and listen to how he concludes his prayer in verse 12 of 2 Chronicles 20. He says, "O our God, won't you stop them? We are powerless against this mighty army that is about to attack us. We don't know what to do, but we are looking to you for help." Man, that summarizes it, folks. This virus we're up against, it's kind of like this unseen army. We're powerless against it. It's obvious at this point. We might be able to, bend the curve, so to speak, but we're powerless to knock this thing out. But our God has all power, and our eyes need to be on him. And I want to encourage you, man, be praying for our nation, for your neighbors, for your family, for each other. And let's be people of prayer, especially during this time. And then I want to remind you of a few things, just some brief announcements just to keep you updated on what's going on here. Remember, we're physically distancing, but not socially distancing. In other words, we need to follow those guidelines right now and not be in too close a proximity to others because we don't want to be guilty of spreading this thing, but we don't want to stop socially interacting with each other. Man, get on the phone, call each other, text each other, encourage each other any way you can. We need to be doing that right now. So let's keep doing that. Fill your mind with good things and the minds of your children with good things. Have that praise music on. Be listening to good praise music. Listen to messages, sermons. Have your kids on that Right Now media. And if you need more information on that, call the church or text me or Pastor Clint. We can help you out with that. But filling our minds with good things right now. And then we asked you last week, and nobody's taken us up on it yet, but a short video greeting that we can put on during the Sunday service. Man, just get your phone, hold it up there with your spouse or your family around you, and just something like, hey, church family, I miss you. Can't wait to be back with you again. It doesn't have to be anything long, short, under 10 seconds. Get that to us. I think it would be encouragement to us all if we could see each other's faces and just be greeted by each other. And then I want to remind you too, we announced this past Sunday about we're hooked up now for online giving. Very important that we continue to worship the Lord with our offerings. Things are continuing on here at the church with regard to our staff. We're here every day. There's ongoing expenses. And so we know things are tight and it's tough. But please, let's remember that we need to be worshiping in this way as well. And then there's some special things coming up very shortly. Next week is Passion Week, and we had planned a Good Friday service. We're still going to do that. We're going to have an online Good Friday service, and we'll tell you more about that this Sunday. We'll have some more details on that. And our Easter service obviously will be online this year. We're putting together some special things. We want to make this a special day for you. We're going to invite the community to join us online, and you're going to be a part of that. And we'll tell you more about that probably this Sunday in our announcements. But man, I just want to encourage you, continue to keep your eyes on the Lord. Let's continue to seek Him for all of our needs. Don't let fear or panic overtake you. We have a huge God. He knows exactly what's going on, and He's going to get us through this. Let's keep our eyes on Him. I love you. Look forward to talking with you again by way of our online service this Sunday at 10 o'clock. God bless you.